Cris Cyborg and USADA seem to be on the same page after a sample collection controversy last week. The police were called on doping control officers who came to drug test Cyborg in Thailand, the UFC featherweight champion tweeted Friday. Cyborg has been training at Phuket top team for the last few weeks. Bloody Elbows Ian Kidd reported on the situation over the weekend. Despite the apparent issues with Thai authorities, Cyborg's sample was collected without issue and is now at a laboratory, according to a statement USADA sent to MMA Fighting on Tuesday. Ms. Justino fully complied with the sample collection process, a USADA spokesperson said in the statement. From collection to delivery, the integrity of the sample was secured, and it is currently being analyzed by the WADA-accredited lab in Tokyo. Athletes' cooperation in providing a requested sample is critical to ensure all athletes' right to safe and clean sport is protected. Phuket top team owner Boyd Clark wrote in a post on the UT forum Sunday that the cops were not called by Cyborg or anyone associated with her, but by workers at the hotel she is staying in and his own front desk staff. I gave my sample without hesitation. I have no failed whereabouts in the past 12 months and wanted to maintain that despite the incident. UFC 219 Cyborg home at Cris Cyborg September 23, 2017. My Thai staff was made aware of several people believed to be stalking Cris Cyborg, as they would not identify themselves, Clark wrote. We were told by our staff that two people checked into a hotel room next to Cris and were acting strange by asking questions about them. Cyborg was placed in an exclusive location to provide her privacy while training at my gym. Initially my staff thought the couple were just overly excited fans. Clark wrote that the sample collectors misidentified themselves. Police found that they did not have the right paperwork to be working in Thailand as citizens of Singapore, and when confronted about it, one of them offered to pay the officer in exchange for them to be let go. USADA would not comment specifically on this particular incident or the accusations, but sources said the incident is being investigated, and the organization hired to collect the samples uses World Anti-Doping Agency WADA protocols. Cyborg, 32, has had issues with anti-doping and USADA in the past. She failed a drug test in 2011 for a steroid and was stripped of her Strikeforce featherweight title. Cyborg failed a USADA drug test earlier this year for a diuretic spironolactone, but received a therapeutic use exemption too, because the drug was being used for medical purposes and prescribed by a physician. This time, though, it seems the controversy had little to do with Cyborg or her team. The sample was collected, and the UFC star is not on the outs with USADA in any way, the organization confirmed. During collection process my team was in contact with USADA, Cyborg wrote on Twitter. We fully support USADA testing in an effort to keep the sport clean. It is the testing agency's responsibility to have the proper clearance when working internationally, and my team is not involved in that process. During collection process my team was in contact with USADA. We fully support USADA testing in an effort to keep the sport clean. UFC 219 Cyborg home at Cris Cyborg September 24, 2017.